Good morning, students. Today we are going to start the new chapter of macroeconomics, that are chapter 10, that is government budget and the economy. What is the concept of government budget, which we are going to discuss today? On every 1st February, you have seen our financial minister represent the budget for its approval from the parliament, that is budget. Clear? So what are the contents of the budget? What are the budget unfolds? It includes the financial performance of the government in past year. What was the financial performance of the government in last year? That is known as a budget content. That is the main contents of the budget, in which it's a statement in which it's include the financial performance of the government during last year. Next, in this statement, one more content, that is a very important content, is included, that are programs and policy, which is related to the finance. It means the financial programs and policy of the government for upcoming year, for the next 1 year. That is known as a budget. It means in budget we are making two statements: financial performance of the government during the last year, or we can say past year, or second statement which we are going to make, in that financial programs and policy are included of the government during the next year. It means during upcoming year. Now these programs and policies are known as budgetary policies. It means the financial programs and policies which made by the financial minister, that are known as the budgetary policy. Programs and policies of government, that is related to the financial programs and policy of the government, that are known as a budgetary policy. Clear? These budgetary policy are also known as fiscal policy. Which kind of policy? Fiscal policy. In which I told you, in fiscal policy it includes revenue and expenditure of the government. It means in fiscal policies it's included the main content, that are included government expenditure. What will be the government expenditure during upcoming year, and what will be the government revenue of the upcoming 1 year, or we can say of the next year, that are includes in fiscal policies. Now that are known as fiscal policy. So government is going to, financial minister is going to make a government budget in that manner, so that two objectives can be, that are the very main objectives that are can be achieved. First, that are growth. So government budget is to be drawn in that manner, so that growth can be achieved, as well as second, stability. With growth, stability can be achieved. Clear? So the programs, financial programs and policies are known as budgetary policy or fiscal policy, in which it's included government expenditure and government revenue. And the government expenditure and government revenue, that is for next year, and that is drawn in that manner, so that growth and stability can be achieved in the economy. So what is the definition of the government budget? The definition of government budget, it means expected, that is not actual, that are expected revenue and expected expenditure of the government. Government budget includes, or we can say definition, it includes expected expenditure and expected revenue of the government government of next year and manage these expected revenue and expenditure in that manner so that growth and stability can be achieved. So government budget means its expected expenditure and expected revenue of the government for the next year so that growth and stability can be achieved. So the government is going to make a budget, or financial minister is going to make a budget in that manner so that expected revenue and expected expenditure can be managed in that manner so that growth and stability can be achieved. Clear? Now we are going to discuss objectives of government budget. So the objective of the government, the first objective of the government budget, that is GDP growth. That is the main, or we can say the central objective of the government, that is GDP growth. What is the meaning of GDP? All of you know, gross domestic production, by which growth can be achieved. So government budget wants to manage growth in that manner so that by making public expenditure, or we can say government want to do the investment in that manner so that GDP can be increases, gross domestic production can be increases, even by increasing the private investment also, so that production can be increases and GDP growth can be achieved. Next, that is allocation of resources. It means distribution of resources. All of you know there are two sectors in the economy, private sector and public sector. Private sector wants to produce those goods where they are getting maximum profit. It means they are allocating, distributing their resources in those areas where they are going to get a maximum profit, and government wants to achieve maximum profit as well as social welfare. So government budget reveals, or we can say is the main objective of that, allocation of resources in that manner so that the goal of maximum profit can be achieved as well as social welfare, or we can say social justice can be achieved through the government budget. Now how it is possible? All of you know, I just want to give you the one example. All of you know cigarettes or toxicant things that are injurious to health as well as society. So government wants to demotivate the production of these types of goods. Because of this reason, government charge heavy taxes on these commodities, cigarettes and toxicant things, so that the production of these commodities can be decreases. As well as government gives subsidies to those goods which are beneficial for the society, just like khadi, or you can see right now that as the COVID-19 medicine. So government is going to give the subsidies on these types of goods which are helpful for the society and that achieve the maximum social welfare. So because of this reason, government is going to allocate the resources in that manner for upcoming year so that the balance between goals of profit and social welfare can be achieved. Clear? The next that is provision of public goods. These goods are those goods which satisfy collective needs of the people. It means they are satisfying collective needs of the collective wants of the people. How? Just like an example, law and order. If there will be the smooth law and order in the economy, definitely it will satisfy the people needs collectively. Construction of roads, not only the single person is going to satisfied if the road will be smoothly constructed. It is satisfy the collective wants or collective needs of the people, or we can say street light. Street light never gives the light to a one people. It satisfies the all the people of the area. So the public goods are those goods which satisfy the collective needs of the people, in which government budget allocation of fund for these types of good also, so that collective needs can be achieved. Now we are going to discuss remaining objective in the next session. Thank you for today.